Hi everybody, we're here at John Sadler's Auto Repair. And today we're working on a 2007 Mazda. It's a CX-7. It's a 2.3 liter with a turbo. It's got 106,300 miles. The customer's complaint, he bought it from a used car dealer about 7 days ago. The car was driving pretty good. And he said yesterday he was driving it, the temperature gauge started going up. So he pulled over, shut it off, had it towed to my repair facility. Today I took a look at it, checked it out, and I'll show you what I found out. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to angle the camera right in front of where the radiator is here. One of the things you want to check for, if you have combustion chamber gases going into the cooling system, it'll come up the top of the radiator when the engine's running or cranking. It'll force it up to the top of the engine. And you can see all this staining here. I'll show you what that is in a minute. You couldn't really see a lot of it before because this engine has a protective cover that goes on it. So all you could really see was this little bit there when the customer bought the car. And if you flip this up underneath, there's quite a bit of it. Now I'm going to crank the engine over and we're going to watch right inside here at the filler neck. So as you can see how I pumped the coolant out, it's not supposed to have a big shootout like that. If anything, you could have a little dribbling like this. It's not supposed to blast it out like that. The engine also doesn't sound very good. So now that we've seen that, we know we have combustion chamber gases getting into the cooling system. All this material here, this is radiator stop leak. And you can see it looks like almost like fiberglass, like for your resin, a surfboard, or like a coating. And if you look underneath here, you can see this whole area down here where my finger is. It's got a big thick coating of that. That just didn't happen yesterday. That's been happening for a while. You can see it's down everywhere underneath the vehicle. Someone's kept filling the radiator up and it's just gotten everywhere. Then I looked at the fan belt, the drive belt, and this belt should be black. And you can see it's like a tan line here and whatever. That's because coolant is leaking onto it. So one of the things that will make that happen is if the water pump is going bad, and we'll go down here and I'll show you that. This is just the water here from when it pumped out from the combustion being in the cooling system. So I started looking around here and a separate drip started coming around down here. And up in here is where the water pump is. And we'll try and get you a good picture of that. And I'll shine the light on it up here. Here is the water pump, where you can see the light shining on it right up here. And it's got like a little weep hole or a bearing seal hole in the bottom down there. Well, water's dripping out of it, or coolant was dripping out of it, and you can watch it drip as it's going to sit here. So we'll see if we can get a better shot right on that spot. See the drip actually come down. So that just didn't start leaking yesterday. When those things drip like that, that means they've been dripping like that, you know, for quite a while. More than a week, that's for sure. Then it has a lot of staining all down here, all down along here. So that whole trail of staining, that's all the stop leak that someone added to the cooling system so they could sell the vehicle and the problem would be present when people drive it. So I wanted to make this video so you could all see you have to be so careful when you inspect a vehicle or you buy a vehicle or anything you do these days. Have someone take a look at it. Have someone inspect it. If he would have gone to any repair shop, one thing for sure, people take the cars up in the air and look underneath. You would have seen all the track of coolant. You would have seen it dripping down, then you would have done a little bit closer inspection and see it's all stained from the water pump bleed hole all the way down the side of the front of the engine. So, and like I said, that didn't happen just overnight. And then when you look at the area down here, this didn't happen in 1 week. This has been happening for a while. All this sealer buildup along here, this just didn't happen in a week. You can see it's just made a coating everywhere. And so it sealed it up for a while. And then what happened is the antifreeze level got low enough, the temperature gauge started to rise, and the customer was looking at his gauges and he saw the gauge going up, he pulled over and shut it off. So the oil fuel cap smells kind of hot, the radiator cap smells a little hot. This engine has had a heating issue well before he bought the vehicle. And I just based out on almost 40 years of experience working in this industry with consumers all the time. I see these kind of things. That's why I've got like 180 videos up there to inform people what's going on. When you buy a vehicle from somebody else, you can't take anybody's word for anything. You have to have that vehicle inspected, look at it, have somebody inspect it. Don't take anybody's word for anything. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day.